I think our first step is going to be going boss's orders because we want to knock out this. We're going to go Cram-o-matic, and if we end up getting this, we're in a great spot. We are going to go ahead and go for... If I go for the Power Tablet, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Power Tablet because either way we get the knockout with Meloetta, doing Meloetta Echo for 240 damage. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be covering over Mew VMAX. I know I've covered this deck a few times on the channel, but I'm going to cover over my most current build of Mew VMAX in case anyone was wondering exactly what's going on or really seeing how these Mew VMAX decks work out, because it's all the rage. I think Mew is absolutely the best deck in the format, so if you haven't got a chance to check it out, this is my current, like I said, current best build. The list is in the description. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and you want to know what, we're going to stay tuned for some awesome gameplay, deck list explanation, my thoughts, and more. So let's jump into that, see exactly what we have going on with Mew VMAX. So Mew VMAX is all about its cross Fusion Strike attack. So you could choose one of your bench Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and use it for the two colorless energies. So the attacks that you really want to be copying are basically between Techno Blast doing 210 damage, so 210 for 2 energies is really good, or you want to be copying Meloetta's Meloetta Echo 70 times the amount of Fusion Strike energy you have in play. This Pokemon can attack during your next turn, which travels onto the Mew, which means that using Meloetta Echo with 3 or more Fusion Strike energies is really where it's at. This Pokemon also allows you to attack. You could attach a Fusion Strike energy from your hands and then play Elesa's Sparkles. And then you could go ahead and grab 2 Fusion Strike energies and attach them to your Fusion Strike Pokemon. So you could go turn 1 going second, Meloetta Echo. Now, that being said, I still think it's better to go first with Mew so you can get an energy and get set up, and you're in a good spot, because if you miss that, then you're not in a good spot. We also have the draw power of Fusion Strike system. That's probably the most broken part about this deck. You get to draw a whole bunch of cards. I think that's really cool. There's a lot of ways accelerating energies. You have stadiums that can do damage to your opponent's Pokemon. Power Tablet also increases your damage output. The cool card that I added in here is Oricorio. Not the spiciest tech, because I mean it is fairly obvious adding any Fusion Strike Pokemon to this deck, but all of your Fusion Strike Pokemon's take 20 less damage from your opponent's Pokemon. I think this really helps out against the Jolteon VMAX matchup, so that's really why I've added it in there, because Jolteon VMAX has spiked recently. So Mew VMAX, really good deck. It's been discovered a lot. I've covered it a few times on the channel before, but this is what we have going on, so let's eventually get to some gameplay. So we're starting this game off. We lost the coin flip. Let's see how it starts off. I mean, we have access to Mew, we have access to Meloetta, we have access to ways to get Genesect, so I think this is actually a really good good starting hand for us. Now, we don't want to start off with anything except Mew, because Mew has free retreat. It's really the big thing to focus on here. So we're going to see what our opponent flips over. And we don't want to put anything else on our bench. Escape Rope is real, whereas Reset Stamp is not. So they're playing some kind of Sobble deck. This could be Jolteon, this could be a lot of things. So carefully try to identify what your opponent's playing whenever they flip anything up, because it might allow you to put proper text down, especially when we have things such as the Oricorio in this deck that would be helpful against either Rapid Strike or Jolteon. Those are Pokemon that I'm really looking for. Looks like our opponent's carefully thinking their plays out here. It's been a minute, but we'll see exactly what they decide to do. They just might go pass. Okay, so they're playing something dark type. Is this going to be Rapid Strike, URSHIFU, Moltres? If it is, going second is not terrible. It just doesn't allow us to have like a huge explosive knockout your Galarian Moltres turn 2 kind of start, or turn 1 kind of start. Okay, so Galarian Moltres, energy. This also could be the baby Moltres deck, so it might not necessarily be, might not be the best play for them. They have the energy there, so we might actually just try to go for the knockout. I think, first things first is we want to grab another Mew out of our deck. I think that's step 1. And it also allows us to peek through our deck. I don't want to grab an energy because we're going to try to go for some kind of Fusion Strike Elesa play. It might be difficult, but we'll try to get there. So we're gonna see, we have our Genesect. We're big chilling here. So we're gonna grab the Mew. Before we play the Mew down, the next best card to play is Great Ball. So we thinned out a Pokemon under our deck to try to Great Ball into a Genesect. I find whenever I do that, it never works out for me, but that's okay. We're gonna go Quick Ball away the switch, and we're gonna search our deck for. We're gonna search our deck for a Genesect. This is really the first step. So let's go with Rotom Phone before we put anything else down. What do we want to get on top of our deck? I mean, I'm totally cool to grab a Psychic Energy, because if we get an Elesa Sparkle, we can get a turn 1 knockout on our opponent's Pokemon. I think that sounds pretty important, so let's go ahead and keep that there. Let's go Genesect, Meloetta, Mew, and you want to what? Maybe we don't need that. Maybe we want to get more draw power. So let's try again with the Rotom Phone. We're going to put the Great Ball on top of our deck. Yeah, I think that sounds a little bit better. Okay, so let's go ahead and go for Fusion Strike System. We got some things going on for us. So let's go ahead and let's go Cram-o-matic on a switch. Okay, cool. That works out really nicely for us. So you want to go for an Elesa Sparkle. I think that sounds like the play. I'd like to grab a Battle VIP Pass, but I don't necessarily know if we'll be able to get everything we want this turn. So if worse comes to worse, Elesa Sparkle will allow us to thin some cards out of the deck. We are going to power up these two Pokemon, grabbing Energy. We're going to go Great Ball. If we get Genesect, we are chilling with another 4 cards coming to our hands. So we are 1 energy away from being able to knock out the Sobble. And we will be able to get more cards in our hands. It's actually crazy. If we get a Fusion Strike Energy and a Power Tablet, we actually get the knockouts. So that's kind of cool. So we're going to go like this. We're actually going to pitch the Mew away. So we have just less cards in the deck. Actually, I could have pitched the boss's orders away. That might have been a little bit better. It doesn't matter. We're still drawing a significant amount of cards here. If we get an energy, we're chilling. If not, we're not. So we didn't end up getting it. So we're going to go ahead here, retreat into this Mew. It's much better to retreat into a Mew that has nothing going on. And we're going to go ahead here and pass. Like, you can see that we have cards that are going to be good for next turn. I think that's really the big thing that we want to focus on. Now, the thing that's going to be scary is if we're playing against the new Baby Moltres Hoopa deck. This might just be bait, and then they're going to drop a Baby Moltres on us and knock us out. If this is some kind of URSHIFU deck, it might be something a little bit different. So we'll see how our opponent really reacts to our first turn. I know we went through a lot of our deck. They do have the Rapid Strike Energy, so that does look like we are playing against Rapid Strike URSHIFU Moltres. And I'm totally fine with our opponent marting our hand under our deck. It's like our hand was good, but it wasn't that good. So we're likely going to be able to see an energy here, or a way to get an energy. So you can see we have the Fog Crystal, we have the Fusion Strike Energy. We're really 1 Power Tablet away from getting the knockout with Meloetta. And they might just go for Call for Family here, or Keep Calling, or whatever it is. So I think we're relatively chilling right now. So, yeah, there's their Keep Calling. They're going to go ahead, probably grab Rapid Strike URSHIFU, Sobble. Oh, they're just literally they're turning themselves into a different kind of deck. Now, the thing is, that's going to be difficult, is that our Battle VIP passes are going to clog our hand up. We're going to go ahead here, use Fog Crystal, grab nothing. We'd like to grab, you want to know what? I think our first step is going to be going Boss's Orders, because we want to knock out this Pokemon. So that's really going to help us out in that kind of thing. We're going to go Fusion Strike System here, because we don't know who we want to attach to yet either, right? We're going to go Cram-o-matic, and if we end up getting this, we're in a great spot. We are going to go ahead and go for... If I go for the Power Tablet, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Power Tablet, because either way we get the knockout with Meloetta. So that guarantees it. And now we have access to another Fusion Strike System, because I'd rather get it with the Mew VMAX. That has a little bit more staying power right now. So let's go ahead, do this, pitch that away, grab nothing. And we're going to try again with Fusion Strike System. If we get a Mew VMAX here, we are able to get the knockout with Mew VMAX. Okay, so we're going to be forced to attack with the Meloetta. And I mean, we can always double check through to make sure that that we play the Power Tablet, because it's hard when you don't have them in play. No reason to put Training Court down, no reason to do anything else. So we are just going to get the knockout with our little Meloetta, doing Melodious Echo for 240 damage, knocking out the Galar and Moltres V. So our opponent has no threats on board. We have another Pokemon half powered up, and we did get another Fusion Strike energy, so we're pretty good to go for the next turn as well. I think that's really the big thing that we're looking at, is that our opponent has pretty much nothing going on. They could respond maybe with a Raihan play or something like that, but right now they don't really have much going on. If they go Galarian Moltres, we have our Mew chilling on our bench, and we respawn knockout again to that Galarian Moltres. So there's their Drizzile. They might go ahead and go for the Raihan play. The Raihan play can get an energy there, an energy there. So we might be getting knocked out here. We'll see. There's their Raihan. And it depends on how many Galar and Moltres they play. A lot of lists are playing 2, a lot of lists are playing 3. Will they be able to balance these plays back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? What's the other card that they're going to grab? Are they going to grab another Dark Energy so that they're able to knock us out? What are they going to be able to do in this particular game? So we're going to see exactly how our opponent really reacts to this. There's that energy. There's their Dire Flame Wings. And they don't have a way to bring up the Mew V. So again, like, they're going to bring this up. We're big chillin'. Maybe they're just going to try to get a boss's orders for next turn. They've already played their supporters. So again, it's really like, how are they going to be able to get Raihan energy exactly? So they have their Drizzile. What are they doing here? I always like to double check exactly what our opponent's doing. Drew Drizzile. So they haven't played it yet. Yeah, it doesn't show that they've used their Shady Dealings. I just always try to double check. Obviously, it's the only one play. So our opponent actually made it a little bit too easy for us. They didn't go after the Meloetta. We could have just gone boss's orders, knockouts against them. So really just having a strong chance against these decks that play dark type Pokemon overall. So we just lost the coin flip. Our opponent's looking like they don't want to... I don't know if they want to go first. Okay, so they're going to go first. We're going to go second. That's completely fine. When you have the choice between starting with Oricorio and with Meloetta, it's better to start with Meloetta. The reason being that Meloetta allows you to potentially attack on the first turn. So our opponent got a mulligan. Let's see what we're working with here. This could be a tough one. I have no clue what deck this is. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what kind of deck this is. It looks like they're trying to draw cards. Maybe they have some kind of Pokemon that allows them to draw cards. So it could be an interesting matchup. A lot of peeps might be wondering, like, why do I even play against games like this? I like to explore what's going on in the Pokemon format. Maybe they found out a deck that's really cool, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. There's a lot of cool decks that are viable right now because Mew can't necessarily always deal with single prize card Pokemon. That's why we're seeing Malamars and Regidragos and even like Baby Boltons and Baby Moltres, like cards that haven't necessarily seen success before, are all technically viable right now. So maybe this is the next big deck. Maybe it's something that I could cover on the channel. Let's see what we get there. Battle VIP Pass. You'll love to see it. Now there's Zubat chilling at 50 HP. I'm all about knocking at these Pokemon. They are dark type. I don't know if it's attacking Zubat or attacking deck or anything like that. Top decking that as well. So we're going to start off with the Battle VIP Pass. I think we're probably just going to fill up our bench a little bit. I don't think our opponent's going to be doing any crazy plays with bench sniping, so we probably don't need the Oricorio too much. We did prize a couple Elesa Sparkles, so we want to keep that in mind as we play through the game. But we do have Cram-o-matic to search them out if we do need so. We're going to go Quick Ball away. Again, I don't really care about the Oricorio too much, so we're going to go ahead, pitch that away. We're going to grab a Genesect here, put the Genesect, the Mew. We probably don't need Power Tablet too much in this matchup. So you can see we can kind of play out our entire hands. There's the Elesa Sparkle, so we are going to be able to attack. Will we be able to find Switch? That's really the big question. Or will we be able to attack a turn 1? Because like right now we have access to turn 1 to 10. I think right now Meloetta is completely fine. If they end up knocking it out, that's cool. Most single prize card decks usually find a way, but we'll probably end up finding a Switch anyways. We're going to go Quick Ball away, our Quick Ball, search our deck for another Mew. And we're going to go ahead and power up the Meloetta and the Mew. So we got the turn 1 Meloetta Echo. So that's why I like playing the four Elesa Sparkle. So you get those massive turn 1s. If you're not going first and getting set up, you're going second and you're going hard. We could play this out a little bit more. I think I'm completely fine with how this hand is. We have options for Cram-o-matic. Sometimes when you're playing Mew, you want to know when to put the foot on the brakes. So we are going to go for the Meloetta Echo and see exactly what our opponent decides to do here. They might be like, yo, this Mew deck's too overpowered, we're going to concede. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like playing against Mew on the ladder, especially if they're trying out their single prize card decks or anything else like that. Schoolboy is going to, if you have 1, 3, or 5 prize cards remaining. Oh, if your opponent, okay. So they're trying to draw a bunch of cards. Again, I'm not sure how this all works out or what Pokemon they're playing in their deck. Like, maybe this is some kind of drawing cards deck. I really want to look at the deck afterwards for the game. Yeah, so INDEEDEE is going to be the way that they're going to be dealing with it. Does 10 damage for each card in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they don't have it. Maybe we want to knock out the INDEEDEE here because that might be difficult for us to deal with. But first, you want to know what? We're going to go try to get a switch, or maybe we'll go for Escape Rope. Yeah, maybe we'll just go for a switch so we can keep Escape Rope for later on in the game. We're going to go ahead and grab this. We want to keep our Meloetta low HP. This has high HP, so I think that sounds pretty cool. Cool. Let's go boss, bring that up, switch here, and we can start drawing some more cards. Again, I really don't care about the Training Court being in play. I really don't care about the Old Cemetery. I want to keep options in play, so let's go ahead here and go for... We could really do whatever we want. Let's go Max Miracle, because that just gets the knockout. We don't need to do Techno Blast. We don't even need to go for a Meloetta Echo. We're just really going for those quick attacks to try to get through this deck as quickly as possible. We don't have Marnie, so they're just going to be able to build up their hands throughout the entire game. And maybe that's why it's good, because Mew does not play Marnie. I know that their Crobat also draws cards. So understanding like little cards like this can also improve your rate of play. Like right now they're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's either 12 or 13 cards. I wish there was something that told you how many cards were in your opponent's hands, but they're not at 33 cards in their hand. So pretty cool concept so far. They're drawing 4 cards. It's better to play Hop if they're just trying to draw cards, or maybe play Avery or something like that. Don't know what the Feebas evolves into. Milotic, I think. This is really an interesting deck, and it might just be budgets. So when it comes to things like this, I always try to understand what our opponents might be evolving into. Maybe the Melodic has an ability or something. So I think it's probably the Dewguard one that blocks anything being done to their hands. So right now I'm really not too worried about that. I think right now we just continuously try to get set up. I'm gonna go Great Ball, try to get another Mew VMAX. So we're big chilling with that. I'm not really worried. Like, we're almost past the point of our opponent being able to win this game. So let's go ahead and go Boss's Orders. We could maybe take out their INDEEDEEs. That might be cool. I don't think their Crobat's going to be doing too much either. Maybe it will be. It might just be doing 200. Let's go hit the INDEEDEE. If they end up getting the knockout on a Mew VMAX, that's cool too. We can definitely expect that in some matchups. We're going to go Rotom Phone. Maybe we can get an energy here. We have an Elesa Sparkle, so I mean, that's kind of cool. So we're going to go ahead and draw another card. And we can waste the Elesa Sparkle out of our deck. Oh, so sorry. We actually only have... Oh, we played Boss. That's what we did. Okay, I was like, you want to know what? That would have been really cool if we would have been able to play it. We did play a Boss on their INDEEDEE. That's completely my bad. But that's it's also fine. We don't need to worry about too much. We're just trying to get set up throughout the game as the game plays out. So there's another Elesa Sparkle. So we're paying a little bit for that mistake of drawing those cards and clogging our hand up. That's something that you might run into there. So yeah, I think I'm right with the Dewguard Milotic. So it's really just so things don't affect the hand. They're just trying to build up a big hand and attack with INDEEDEEs. The issue is that they might run out of INDEEDEEs, or they might run out of attacks that they might be able to do. If they ever hit a Mew VMAX, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with Meloetta. I might attack with another Mew VMAX. We're almost to the point where our opponent is not able to win this game. Maybe they're just going to go boss, boss, boss. Oh, actually, they already played boss. I don't know if they played catcher. We'll see exactly. We'll see exactly how it goes. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll find out really quick. 150. Really not a lot. Things that we just don't have to worry about. So we are going to go Elesa Sparkle here. That's the only Pokemon that we want to power up. So we can go ahead and attack with our other Mew VMAX. This is a cool strategy that I like to do a lot of the time. It allows you to kind of balance on these types of things. And we'll see exactly what our opponent can do to this Mew VMAX. Likely not knocking it out. So we're going to go Max Miracle again. Our opponent's in a really tough spot because we have 3 attacking Pokemon and they have 6 prize cards left. So if they don't knock out a Pokemon this turn, they cannot win the game unless they can draw multiple prize cards in a turn, which I don't think they'll be able to do. So regardless of whatever our opponent is playing, you always got to understand that like new ideas are something worthwhile to explore. Like in the first game, we've already played against Rapid Strike, URSHIFU Moltres, very tier 1 heavy deck. We'll see how it all plays out. Looks like they're going to go for a gigantic attack here. Maybe they will be able to get the knockout. But our deck was able to get set up. The strategy was being able to be deployed. I think that's really the cool part. I think this deck actually looks really cool. If you were playing in a single deck, single prize card deck format, I think it'd be really cool. Because INDEEDEE is hitting for way more than I think anyone would ever think INDEEDEE is hitting for. So I think it's a fun deck for sure. It might be a deck that I might want to try. What's going on there? Yeah, it'd be really cool if they built up a gigantic hand, if they had a way to copy or make you force play a copycat or something. 200 damage. So yeah, they're not going to be able to win this game. We're going to go ahead, send up this one. And again, we're just going to vibe out here with the Max Miracle. So we've built up everything we possibly can in play. Considering we have 1 prize card left and they have 6, if they knock out a Mew VMAX, we bring up another Mew VMAX. If they knock out this Mew VMAX, we bring up another Mew VMAX. This is how you're able to checkmate opponents. I know that this is a one-dimensional matchup where they're only going after 1 Pokemon at a time, or at least that's what I can assume. But it is one of those things where we have to also assume that that's how checkmating works in other matchups, how you're able to kind of cross off a list and dot every I and cross every T. Gym Trainer. Jeez, they have every single card. It looks like they're going to be able to knock out the Mew VMAX. 240 is a lot of damage for a single prize card Pokemon. I do want to put that out there. So we're going to go ahead. Well played to our opponents. Just in case we do get the math wrong or anything. They were 1 turn away from winning for what it's worth. We are going to go for Melodious Echo, but they are going to concede beforehand as well. That's what we got going on with the Mew VMAX deck. Peeps, hopefully you enjoyed watching and learning and seeing exactly what's going on. Like I said, the list is in the description, so check that out. Really, really, really awesome deck. And I just hope that everyone enjoys what we have going on here on this channel. If you haven't already, subscribe for more great Pokemon TCG content. I'm putting out daily videos, if not more than 1 video a day, just to keep up with all of the different content that there is to create. We're so close to 8,000 subs. It just seems like yesterday we were at 7,000, but the growth of the channel has been fantastic, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who supports my content. I really want to get to 10,000 so quickly. It's really, that's the point where I'd be like, wow, I made 10,000 subs. That's crazy. So I really appreciate everything. I'll catch up with everyone later. I gotta go edit this video and do some other things, so peace out and have yourself a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video and have yourself a great day. Thanks.